So this is one of the things that I think you can almost call a theme in the book, and that really interested me because it kept coming up again and again. You don't depict lawmakers overtly saying the law doesn't matter or America is no longer a nation under the rule of law. Nobody says that. But what they do is they look at the law and they find ways, often through twisting the language, to render the law, to neuter it. So, for example, assassinations are illegal. We have a presidential, an executive order prohibiting assassinations. How do you get around that? They call them targeted killings of enemy combatants. That's not an assassination. Right. You're not allowed to torture, so, well, then it's not torture.
It's enhanced interrogation techniques. Or, you know.
Exactly. So that was, how much of that do you see as a problem in America cashing in its values, maybe without even being aware of it?
Right. You know what's interesting about the executive order prohibiting assassination? There's an interesting history to how that happened. You know, remember that the first president to sign that executive order was Gerald Ford, and it was coming out of this era, the Nixon era, where you had the Church Committee that was investigating assassinations. You had the House Committee on political assassinations, and Ford issued that executive order, but Congress has never passed it as a law. There's been discussion of it, but Congress hasn't passed it as a law, and the reason is because Congress doesn't want to be on record saying that the commander-in-chief can't do these kinds of killing operations. So it's something where assassination is very narrowly defined. When it was originally signed by Gerald Ford, it was just political assassinations, and Jimmy Carter, when he was president, removed the word political, and then he added any agents of the U.S. government, meaning contractors or people that are working as assets for the U.S., potentially in intelligence services. And every president, all the way through President Obama, has kept some form of that executive order on paper. And each one of those presidents have found a way to systematically violate their own order by saying, well, it's not an assassination. This is a strike aimed at military facilities in Baghdad, for instance, when Clinton bombed Baghdad in December of 1998.